being able to understand exactly what you can do with this particular set of mag visors and how these can help with your build. Hello, this is VJ from Hearns Hobbies, and I'm going to talk about our Optrix 5 Mag Visors. So you've seen me use Mag Visors before. I thought I'll do another review on these because some people have asked, do they work very well with spectacles? And they do. So I'll go through it all again, just in case you haven't seen these before. So let's just open it up. All right, so inside you'll get the framework. Okay, so that's the basic mag visor. You've got these arms that swing out, so it works just like spectacles. It's got the nose, let's just move that out of the way. It's got a little nose guide there, and then you can see this extension. This is the area where you fit your lenses, and then you have this section here that folds up and down. So that's when you're actually wearing them, and actually fold it out of the way, use your unmagnified vision to see what you're doing, and then you can easily fold that back. Also, with this particular mount here for the lens, that can be moved further out or in. It just moves like so. You hear the clicking there for the different positions. It's also fitted with very bright LED lights here. So there's two high intensity LEDs. There's a switch on the top here, and LED light as well. You can change the angle, so this flicks up. So if you're very close, you have it like this angle, and for general use, you have it a lot flatter like that. Okay, so that's your basics there. Now, apart from these arms, you do get a strap system as well. So that's the straps. So I'll go through each step and show you how it all works. Now, there you get your framework, but apart from that, you also have this container which has all the lenses. So Optrix 5 is 5 simply because there's 5 different lenses included. So you got your thinnest ones. These are going to be the least powerful. These are what they call the ones. So yeah, I can't remember exactly. What are they? So we've got, there's a 1, a 1.5, a 2, a 2.5, and a 3.5. So 3.5 being the thickest. Now the thinnest ones have the least magnification, but they do give you the greatest depth of field. So depth of field basically means how far a distance you can see. So as you get more magnification, the depth of field gets tighter. So great for looking at its super fine details, but it can be difficult, say, if you had to reach out for some glue somewhere. So that's where it's good to be able to flip this up, see what you're doing, and then you can flick back down again. So that's the point there. Now these lenses, they're optically clear, so very high quality plastic lenses. I've been using these for a while, and you see here, this is just a little clip, and it easily just clips into the lens holder. Like so. Now, you saw earlier where I use this to flick it up and down. Well, when you do that, you can also flip this out of the way as well. So you can go either way. So this can also be adjusted to get close to your face, but also get it out of the way. Okay, so there's a lot of adjustment there available. Okay, so let me just show you how I basically wear them. So very simply, you just put them on like this, and you'll see that I've got the nose pieces supporting it at this particular point. Okay, so I'm going to just adjust this to where I'm looking. So at the moment, I'm looking, as you can see, this point here. So I can see all the way out to this point and all the way into here. So this gives you an idea of the sort of depth of field that I can achieve with. These are the most basic one lenses. Now, before I go further there, so as you can see, it's very easy. You just pull these out and you can put in another lens. Okay, so if I pull this out, put this back in here, let's put in the highest magnification lenses. You'll see, probably see how it changes my eyes there as I look in the camera. But as I'm looking at depth of field, I need to be about this close. okay, for these ones. So this depth of field is, you can see how narrow it is now. It's only a few centimeters, but I can see it's so much clearer the details on my fingers here. And then of course, as you use the other lenses, it's going to progressively get, you know, more and more depth of field. So you've got a lot of choice there, depending on the type of work you want to do. Okay, so here's the basic frame. Now with the LEDs are powered by AAA batteries, and you access those from this panel here. So it's just got a little latch across the top, press it down, and the cover comes out. Okay, so inside you can see a little holder there. You see there's a bit of fabric. So this fabric there, the idea of this is you have that flat inside where your battery is resting in it. So when you need to remove them, you just pull it on this flap and it's easy to pull them out. Because without that there, you'll be digging, trying to get your batteries out of that end point. Okay, so that's a AAA battery. They're generally the thinner ones from the common AA's. So it needs 3 of these. So press that one in there first. So just notice where the springs are. So obviously the springs are going to be against the negative. And that goes in there. Okay, so we've got our 3 batteries. They're resting against this fabric thing. So just to give you an idea, if I pull the fabric, it's pulling all the batteries out. So that's the idea there. All right, so let's just quickly put them back. All right, whoops. Press that there. Okay, so you've got 3 batteries in there. You get a little holder. Slides down on the base first. Let's just hide that fabric. Push it down in there. It just clicks back into place. Okay, so there's a switch across the front here. So when I switch it on, you can see these are super bright. Okay, so if we look on something here, you get an idea just from there. Okay, so very useful. I mean, these are perhaps the best Magvisors I've used so far. They've got a really nice light that's super bright. It's a nice cool light as well. So it looks like a natural sunlight. So particularly when you're working at nighttime, a lot of places will have old style lights which are a bit warm, and then when you paint, you look at it the next day and it looks a little bit too warm because you compensated for the color cast. But these will give you a natural look. Okay, and then again, you can adjust the angle from here. So you can see me just flicking that out. All right, so you got the lights angled down. Okay, so that's how you work with it with lights in. So I should mention that it also comes with a little lens cleaning cloth, which is handy because you'll get a bit of grease on the lenses from time to time, and that just makes them super clean. All right, so that's your basic configuration with the standard sort of ears. Now, if you want to use spectacles, so over here I've got a pair of my pretty chunky safety type spectacles. Okay, so this is an extreme type. So if I can wear these, you'll be able to wear practically any glasses, unless they're super chunky, I guess, but I'll show you how it all works. So if I put these on, okay, so you can see how they're quite large rim. Now, if I were to wear these now, obviously these ears are going to interfere with the ears of the glasses. So this is best where we change these to the strap. And then also the nose piece is going to interfere with the nose piece here as well. Okay, so quite simply, what we're going to do is we're going to take these ears off. Now they have a little clip on the side here. So we press this in like that, and then arm just pops off. So we do that on both sides. Okay, so I've got our arms there, we're not going to use. In a packet here, I've got my strap. Okay, so the strap's got, it's elasticized. Okay, so very stretchy. It's got the adjustment buckle there. And then we'll just clip these in place. All right, so you hear the clipping action. So that's when it's secure. Okay, so that's on. And the only other thing we need to do is take off this nose piece. So it's just held in with 2 screws. I've already got one that's been taken out. because this way it only needs one screw. And then we've got to take that off. Be careful not to lose the little screws because they're tiny. This just pops off like that. Okay, so now we have the mag visor with the strap and without the nose adjustment there. We'll just slap on a lens. So this is the second weakest. So that's a 1.5. Okay, and then we'll just pop this on, like so. Now at the moment it's a little bit loose, so we could probably tighten it up a bit. But you see the basic orientation, okay? So it's not actually workable yet. Let's just do some adjustments. Just until you get it comfortable. All right, so let's just tighten this up a bit. Basically want it at a point where it's just going to hang off my forehead. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's on. So that's super clear now. And as you can see, I'm trying to do a profile view. So you can see how it's sitting with my glasses. And you've got the mag visor there, and this is the second strongest ones, or second weakest I should say. So it focuses from this point and all the way up to this point. Okay, so depth of field is quite good with this one. So if you're doing general work, it's very handy. Okay, and then we can put on the super magnified ones as well. Now, if you're working like this and you need to have a closer look at something else, you just pop this up out of the way, and you see it's unobstructed now. So, and if I need to work back, just pop it down, and it goes back into a pre-clicked position. So, really simple. Just like so. So as you can see, it's perfect for using with spectacles. Works fine with these, pretty chunky. So it's just basically sitting across the top along here, and then the strap at the back is just holding the front section onto my forehead. And that's practically it. So these are the Ninesteps Optrix 5 Mag Visors. Highly recommended. So as you can see there, we've got the lenses on, really bright light. So I've taken the nose piece off, put on the straps to use with spectacles. But you've got quite a few options. I generally work without spectacles, so I'll have this with the nose piece, and I still like to strap anyway. So there you go there. And of course, remembering this part, you can adjust the lenses to be closer to your eyes or further to suit your eyesight. Adjustable light there. And then you get your swing from here, and also your swing from there. Okay, so there you go. So that's the Optrix 5 Mag Visors. These are made by Ninesteps, and these are my or one of my favorite tools to use. I practically use this for every build, and you might notice that as I'm building the Phantom at the moment, I started using these because it's a bit hard for me to see the small parts. So hope you've enjoyed that review and being able to understand exactly what you can do with this particular set of mag visors and how these can help with your build, and then also how versatile they are, because they can quite easily use with spectacles. So there we go, that's the Ninesteps Optrix 5.